Because we ain't got time.
Hello.
William shot.
We'll put Wilson behind us. Should have had him on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
We're doing that.
Yeah.
Right, mate, we're back again. Getting a bit strapped for time now, aren't we doing this? We've got a bit on. So it might be there might be not that many coming over the next few weeks, is there, these? But hopefully we'll do one next week after the game and then we'll see.
Right.
We just took a little bit too much on at the minute, but we'll try and squeeze them in fix. I know we've got a bit of competition now, haven't we? Because everyone's trying it.
Yeah, everyone is.
Manchester's having a go now, watching theirs the other night, which was good to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, good to see Edgy on there. You might come on ours one day if you fancy it, mate. Come on here.
We've got a mug.
Yeah, if you come on here, we'll get you a hoodie as well. A Easter Island hoodie. And you can wear that for us next season when we're in Tier 1. But yeah, it's good to see that there's quite a few coming. Cookie's done a couple more episodes, hasn't he? He's had, we'll get onto that later on. Done one with the England futsal guy, big boy chaps. So it looks, everyone's up in the game.
Yeah.
Good to see.
Yeah.
So, what we're going to start with?
Yesterday's game.
Yesterday's game, yeah. So yeah, mate, big game yesterday. It was top v second, Birmingham. So we pretty much labelled it. If they won, I think it'd have been hard work for us wanting to go up. I think Birmingham was in the driving seat, but if we could beat Birmingham, then that sticks them 6 points behind us with 4 to play. So it was back in our hands. Yeah. But we put a lot of time and effort into this one, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think people. Do we let people know we actually coach?
Yeah.
So surprise, everyone, we do actually coach every now and again. And we looked, this must have been, I don't know, between us, 15, 20 hours planning how to beat these, what to do, how to work, how to play, set plays, keep a restart, who does what.
We went through every single player and we built a portfolio on each player. For example, we identified the back man was very comfortable on the ball, but it was all left foot, and he preferred to pass it left than right. When he did pass it right, it generally went backwards, so you could press the 7 who would play on the right. The 2 was on the left, he was both footed, he could go inside, he could go outside, so we wanted to stop the ball going to him, we'd rather it go to the right. The pivot likes to favour on the left hand side of the court. When he gets hold of it, he'll look for runners or try and play that back heel down the line. So we sort of created pictures and ideas for players on this is what we want to do, so this is what we're going to try and stop from happening. And then it's down to the players if they can do it. Because I think when we go back to the first game, we realised on a wide court that not the most mobile team. Sorry, Clark, he watches me still, didn't they? But we'll just so when we identified at their place, we knew on the wide court that the space was down the wings, but for whatever reason, our players, after we lost, said they didn't want to go on the outside for whatever reason. Don't know why they wanted to come inside and run into traffic, which just didn't make sense to us, but that's what they wanted to do.
But I think the score was wrong. Last time we played, we lost.
He said this
9-4. And it was 3-all with about 8 minutes to go, wasn't it? Yeah. We let a couple of stinkers in. Some bad goals were conceded. And then we went for it and just got picked off, didn't we? Picked off, just getting. And yeah, we deserved to lose in the end. But this one, done from the off, weren't they? 3-4 minutes in, it was 3-0 us. There was rowing on the sidelines. Iclac was going with their number 7. There was all rowing. There was all losing. They all lost their head. Half of them lost their heads in the end. So the kid at the back got sent off to that 15. Probably the worst sending off he'll ever have. Running onto the pitch, gets the yellow card before someone subbed off right in front of the ref. Instant yellow. And then kicks the ball away right in front of us. Kicks the ball away, gives a free kick away, launches the ball into the stands. See you, buddy.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of encouragement from us to get rid of him, and off he goes. So yeah, but he's probably their most key player as well.
He was. one of the toughest defenders I've ever come up against. It was very strong.
Speaking of that though, there's obviously now a clip online of that goal you've scored. The best reaction of the day was when you knock it towards the side. I honestly thought, when I watched it, I thought, damn, that's not a great touch, that. But now I've watched it back, I can see, I thought you just shoved it off your leg and you hadn't. It's gone that way. And then that kid's like, mate, I've shoved him wide. Keeper, what? And the keeper just did not even.
You can see him arguing afterwards. I said it wide, but it's one of them. I prefer it. I think I prefer it coming into my midriff rather than my foot, because I can. When it comes in, it will instantly cushion. Whereas your foot, it can bounce off. It can, but if I can get it with my thigh or my chest sort of thing, I can just lay it that way and then instantly get a shot.
But I'll say it, mate. I've said it on social media, and I'll say it in front of everyone. There is not, if there is an English futsal player or a pivot that can do that on your weaker foot, I will say that the volley was on. We'll get to that in a minute. What you're going to say. But that's on your weaker foot as well, on your left foot. So spinning off your left foot, going away from goal and shoot with that power. There is not a player in an English pivot, and if there is, I'll show you another one you did against Philip. Was it Lant you did it against in the cup final for Reading when he had to stand there applauding it.
Yeah.
So England futsal, come on. We've got 2 or 3 players. I know you fell out with us. We keep saying it. You fell out with us for whatever reason. Just put them in the squad. You put 10 man. Oh, we'll get back onto this. I'm going off topic here, but you had John Edge said they put 10 Manchester players in the England squad. I can't think of 10. We tried looking at this and we're thinking, what 10? I can't, unless I don't know. I can't see what 10 it is. No idea. So hopefully, John, if you're watching, can you just give us a list of them 10 players? Because I've no idea what it is, mate. No idea. We can get 5 or 6, maybe 7. Then we struggle. But yeah, back to Birmingham. Nah, I think we just.
Well, they turned up, and we'd obviously done our homework, and we watched the game against Bolton, I think, was it?
Yeah.
And then there was probably 3 or 4 players that weren't playing in that, so they come with a full squad, and all the players that I was expecting to come. I should have asked Iclac yesterday, but don't know where Jack Powell was again. I don't know if he's not playing futsal anymore, but he seems to have just disappeared. He played against us, didn't he? I think he was injured a bit and just disappeared. I meant to ask him yesterday, but yeah, he's obviously changed that massively, not being there. And
I don't think they've got anyone who can beat you properly, have they? They've got no one with that bit of
big,
they've got
solid
they're all
futsal players.
I wouldn't say they're all just alright players, they're all good average players, aren't they? But no one who can just like rip you and do you.
Yeah.
But yeah, a bit of conduct from Birmingham. I know we give it a bit of jip on the sidelines, giving it a bit of grip, giving them. But I thought some of the conduct from some of the which we can't really discuss at the minute, can we? Because we're looking into one of the. Well, can we discuss it? Can we? No, we can't. So there's a couple of incidents we need to look at properly, which we have looked at, and we're passing on to our county FA. But some of the stuff, don't need to see. It's just don't need to see it in futsal. I get a bit of banter and a bit of grief, and you're giving each other a bit, but some of the stuff that happened yesterday, not for us. So we've just got to pass on to county FA. But that didn't really spoil the game for us, did it? Allegedly.
Some of the things you think I disagree with.
Well, I agree with what you're saying, I think.
Yeah.
But that's not for us to decide, is it? We'll let
no.
It's the county affairs decision. What?
I just made you're saying something with certain things were out of order. If it was proven guilty, then it is. Do you know
Yeah.
I get there was loads of bad tackles fine at the end when bad tempered. There was losing.
The foul tackles I'm happy with. If the foul tackle comes in, I'm happy. But other stuff that we're talking about, it can't.
If it happened.
If it happened, then it's not welcome in the sport. So yeah, that was Birmingham on it. We just think it was too organised. Yeah, that was my take, and I don't think it was brilliant. We had a big crowd down yesterday, which was. I don't know how many we had. How many we had down?
I counted about 75. That's what I got to.
So it's all right, wasn't it? We just had enough chairs out. Couldn't really get any more in, couldn't we, really, with the chair situation.
No.
All the far side was full, the balcony was full.
Yeah.
Even had someone with a drum there as well, which was, I love to see a drum.
Yeah.
God.
But
it was,
like I say, we let 2 in.
2 crappy goals, weren't they, really, from the point. They maybe think some of that weren't their goals, we come to score with crappy, but whatever. But yeah, I thought we were fully deserved. They'd, like I say, after about 5 minutes, they'd gone. Heads had gone.
It was 5-0, wasn't it?
5-0, it just grows in.
And 5-1 at half time.
Second half, we entertained the crowd a bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
But the crowd was actually lovely. It was really good one in the second half. They must, even Birmingham must have enjoyed playing in front of some people. Because when we've been to their place every time, you're lucky to get 2 people.
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
So the atmosphere down there is shocking. I will say, both the referees, I've said this to Isfan, but I think Isfan is such a good ref.
Yeah.
I just think he's cool. I just think he might get the odd decision wrong, but I think he's so cool, you can't rock him.
Yeah.
He's just professional. Even when he's talking to you afterwards, he doesn't get the ump or anything. Yeah. If he's booked you or sent you off, I just think he's a real good guy.
I think he's really good. He talks to you. You know when you're stepping off the line, and he'll just do what he needs to do. He won't. I think he's one of the best ones we've had in a long time.
Yeah, I just think he handles the game well.
Yeah.
Even though shock horror, I got booked yesterday.
Yeah. I wasn't happy with you this week. We had a bit of a row, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you why I got booked.
Yeah.
I think that number 2 had just run off the court and run into me. Denise was coming back on the court.
Yeah. 15 that was.
That was 2 did it to me as well.
15
did it first.
Yeah.
And then 2 did it. He come past me, barged into me.
Yeah.
Then started running around the court like a crazy man. And then he wiped Reese out, and he just done Reese.
Yeah.
Off the ball, done Reese. My head went a bit with him. I say it every hour like a broken record. He's blocking. Well, I'll ask you your opinion on this, right? So, on a football field, if you just run straight into a centre back, so you're playing up front, if you just run directly into him, there's no ball in sight. Is that careless, or is that reckless, or is it serious foul play? If you just run straight, keep running at him, and just run into him. Careless, reckless, or serious foul play?
I'd say reckless.
So it's yellow card.
Okay.
How many yellow cards have you ever seen in futsal for a player running direct? Because all that happened yesterday was the rest went, all right, if you want to do that, and then they end up again. A couple of them get out, don't they? Come away with it.
Yeah.
I just crazy.
Is that what you got booked for? You mean?
No, I got booked because I had that number 2 when I went on. I had to go with him.
Okay.
Because he just wiped Reese out from behind. Reese isn't even there. And he absolutely polarised Reese.
Yeah.
Just ran into him, bang, flattened him, knocked him onto the floor, banged his head. Nothing.
Yeah.
And it was just from behind, one of them cheap shots that my head had gone. But then something else had gone later on, and I think the keeper had come out. So our player wins the header, keeper challenge comes out, don't get anywhere near it, clatters him.
Yeah.
Keeper challenge, nothing. Wow, and then right in the next, I was on the yellow, so he politely told me to shut up. Which I'll take it on the chin, and he need to, because I can't be getting sent off for crap. Not now, so when it's.
But that's what I was trying to say to you.
When it didn't matter.
I said, what are you arguing? Because it's 9-2. If it's a free kick, not free kick, card, not card, it's 9-2. Just keep your head and.
I should have. I think. Yeah, I've got still a bit head up about the last stuff. So like I say, I apologise there, and I got that one a bit. I was a bit off, but again, it just. Keeper's on the yellow, he comes out flapping at one, don't get anywhere near it and punches our player. You think, if you did that in the field, you miss the ball and you go through someone 2-footed, it'd be, you're off it. But keeper challenges, keepers get away with it. But it is what it is. But I just think, like I say, Isfan books me, he's right as rain. I mean, he don't get the ump,
Yeah. So you've been booked twice now this season, both against Birmingham.
Yeah, both against Birmingham.
Yeah.
New squad 8 against Birmingham now.
8,
8, mate. 5 yesterday, don't it?
5, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we need you in our England shirt or in the England squad for a look at you.
It's not, isn't it?
I know what happened.
I've been playing, well, I didn't think I could walk today, but I've just been playing staff netball. We just got beat by the students, but I was MVP again, second year running.
Good man.
Goal defence, just get my arms up like that. You're allowed to use your arms as well in netball.
Can you?
Yeah, you can make yourself bigger. So when you're shooting, yeah, you can make yourself bigger like this.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
that's interesting. Maybe we should do that for
But I tell you what I did notice. It's in sports, but like in netball, because you can't move when you've got possession. It's all about what you do off the ball.
Yeah.
So whatever sport you play, it's about what you do off the ball. And I think that's the difference between levels. Because I had this lass who was in the first team behind me. I was trying to mark in front. I don't know how you're supposed to mark in netball. And she was just back forth. So I couldn't keep. I was trying to side on, knowing everything that I've learned to, and she was just too quick. I think she's left and she's gone. So the minute I took a step, she's gone that way. She passed it to her, and then you can't go within a metre, can you? Or something.
Yeah.
It's kept the rules. Every time I did something, just blowing the whistle at me. But yeah, MVP, mate, MVP. But yeah, no, that was it. Birmingham on it. It was one of our most complete performances, I think. We did a bit of fly, which worked well. We did kept possession quite well. We went long when we could. Set pieces. I think when you put it all together, it was probably one of our most calm, composed, complete performances.
Didn't really go long, did we? Didn't really go long that much. Which is sorry everyone. I know you like to think we shell it, but I don't think we actually went long. But if it was a one-on-one, we went for it. But if it wasn't, we just played in and went played out.
But yeah, that was Birmingham. But one thing I will say is Iclac after the game. Well, during the game,
I like him.
A lot of people have said things about him, which they obviously don't get on. But I'm sure there's a lot of people that say stuff about us, and we don't get on. But he was there talking before the game. I think he's brilliant. And then after the game, after we just beat him, he makes an effort to stand at the exit outside to shake our hands and say congratulations.
Come straight to me after the game.
Yeah.
Good guy. I look at it, football's one of them. Whatever goes on in the game, goes on in the game. I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
Then after the game, you just get on with it, and you go home, and everyone's mates again. I'll do what we need to do to win a game.
Yeah.
And if I ever set the mark in a game, I do. But that doesn't mean I'm like that in real life. It's just a game. So people get up on it. I'm not actually like that in real world, as you see me every day. I don't do. But if people want to portray that way, like they are with Iclac, then they can do. But I think he's alright. He talked to us, we had a chat with him before the game, he was spot on.
Yeah.
I think he's been spot on both games.
Both games, yeah.
Absolutely not a problem with him. But yeah, that was that, mate.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about podcast then? How long we got?
Podcast.
15 minutes, mate.
15 minutes, okay.
Let's go.
Right, okay.
Go for it.
Right, I'm going to ask you some questions. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh, no.
Right,
go on.
So, you have to answer these honestly.
Okay.
Do you have to be fitter to play for Halifax or North Ferriby in the conference or for a Tier 1, Tier 2 futsal team?
Different fitnesses.
Yeah.
I would say if you are playing against full-time teams for 90 minutes without being subbed, that would be a harder fitness. That would be my take on it.
Okay.
But I get shorter bursts and intensity is a completely different fitness.
Yeah. So,
but you get rests and
yeah.
But yeah.
Do you have to be more committed to play at Halifax level in the conference, or Ferriby level in the conference, or Alfred, or for a Tier 1 futsal?
So I'll just give you a concept of when I was at Halifax. So when I was in the National League, half the teams are south. So there was a lot of stopovers. So I would say you stay over. You have to stay over but 18 times a season, 15 times a season maybe. Travelling on a Friday, staying off on a Saturday, getting home Sunday night, Tuesday nights away at Hereford and things like that, getting home at 3 or 4 in the morning, training twice a week at least. It's more commitment than that. Why are you asking that?
Just putting that out there. Just asking, mate. Just asking.
What's that going to do with the podcast, though?
It's just I'm to lead on to the England.
All right. Okay.
So why aren't you in England squad?
Because I'm too old and I play Tito.
So what's too old?
34? 35?
Okay. So if
I still say I'm one of the fittest players. Like, when I was like 20s and probably early 30s, I was like, I did cross countries and, do you know what I mean? I was one of the fittest. I've still got that fitness. I can't, it's the sharpness I struggle with now. But I can still go, and when I've gone, I'll put everything in, and when I've gone. But I'm not sure I can keep up with these young lads now, in my honest opinion.
Okay, interesting, mate. Yeah, I'm just trying to, like I say, trying to piece together. We'll get onto the England futsal committee. Is that right?
No,
England futsal business.
Yeah,
we'll get onto them in a minute. I'm just trying to piece out why.
I think you've got to play T1. I think that's what they're doing. So things might change next season, but
yeah, we've been honest before. I think you should. I think
for me, I want to challenge myself against these players. Like, I've played against Edgy before, and I enjoyed it. It was quick, but I felt like I could. I know Edgy doesn't always play at the back and stuff, but I would like to challenge myself against these players. So we'll see. But it's just a shame I'll be 39 next month.
It's a shame, man.
If I was 29, you know what I mean? But like I say, at 29, I was getting paid £500 a week. I wasn't futsal either.
So it leads us on. Like I say, I just wanted to get your take on what it takes, because there's been a bit of talk about commitment, what it takes to be a futsal player, and if you travel to there, you obviously should be in the, blah blah blah. But I think some of our players don't show commitment, have shown commitment, have travelled the country, and still don't get looking. So I'm now going on to the England futsal, which I'm smelling a rat. Why? Because I think some of the stuff. I do want to like clarify what I said before when I said, what do they do on a daily basis? I wasn't saying that. What do you do? I was saying, I have no idea what you do. I don't know what you do.
Well, I
think me and you had a chat afterwards, and I didn't really understand what you did. I don't know what. I think it's because they named themselves England Futsal. I thought there was England Futsal.
Well, until I listened to that podcast, I thought I knew what it was, but that clarified that I didn't know what it was fully. Yeah. I've never had a chat or anything like that. So for me, what I took from it was a new business that has been given the, what's the right word? The privilege to take on everything futsal related in England, given to someone that has obviously done a lot of work with the FA in the past, Scoobs, so he's been trusted with it. They're a new business that have started with no members of staff, so on a daily basis they can't do too much because there's no much staff, so there's not being able to do too much. But like any business, you go to where the money is, and it sounds like they're going to all the grants and the McDonald's stuff he talks about and trying to get into these companies who can offer.
I think so, because everything he talked about we're looking into this, saving the planet with the bottles, the ethnic diversity, all that sort of stuff.
That's where
doing stuff with the Premier League clubs.
Yeah.
There's just that's where the money is. There's money there, there's money in that pot, there's money in that pot. We can draw it out to make money for a business. So I get that, I totally get that. If that's your plan. It was when it made me laugh when he said, I think Mordy asked him, you've not done any work yet with any of the clubs in the. I'm just and I can't upset anyone anymore because we don't get anyone in the England squad. I just thought, Well, why would they? It's a business. They're trying to make money. So why would they go? Do you know what he's rather? You probably... Are we the biggest club now? I don't know. If we're not the biggest club, someone come on and tell us.
Manchester, I'd say.
And Manchester are the biggest club. They've got more players than us, leagues than us.
Yeah, I think they do everything.
So I think at the minute we've got, what, over 300 kids?
I'll tell you now.
We'll just double check now while we're on live look. So if we're not the biggest clubs, apologies, but we are one of the... We must be in the top 3 at least.
Are you just going off kids though, or what?
No.
Biggest? 314.
314 kids, and how many league clubs have we got playing in our league now?
So the Winter League that's just finished, there was 112. Some of them have dropped off because it's the Summer League, but I think it's about 92, 93, something like that.
So we operate around about average 100 teams. So we're 100 teams in the league system running, with 300 kids coming to us each week. We've got two adult teams, and adults turn up and play. So we're pretty much, I'd say, one of the biggest.
It depends what you mean by club. Is it about biggest?
Well,
best
participant. I mean, best. We're nowhere near the best team.
Yeah.
But as clubs, we're participants. I think we're one of the biggest, if not the biggest. I'd say. I might be wrong. Bloomsbury, if you want to tell me I'm wrong. So when I've asked the question in the past, why haven't you come to see us or help us or do anything with us? It's because there's no money.
Yeah.
Because why would they?
Yeah.
So again, I know what he said about just want to have a big boy conversation. We'd love a big boy conversation. I'd definitely love a big boy conversation to talk me through why Skelly's not in the England team, or what's your business plan, or what's your business model, and how you're looking to set the league further, and if you take over the NFS next year.
Which they hinted at.
Yeah, he wanted it. Why would you want to take that over? Do you just want to access the money, or do you want to make it better? I'd love a big boy conversation.
Well, it's funny because when we had that chat here, they all stayed on for a chat, didn't they? Joe said keep the Tier 1 clubs. So I think that was with England Futsal. So they spoke to all the Tier 1 clubs about, and I think he was trying to sell himself to the club members for there to be some kind of takeover. But
yeah, I can't see the benefit of them coming. I don't know, because as you know, because you run Tier 3, it don't cost anything to run to run a futsal.
It don't, unless you go for the added benefits of the TV coverage.
So if next year the run was a true, there's no TV, and if you scratch the central venues, it don't need much money to run the NFS.
No, it could. Yeah, the clubs can run it themselves. It's just if we need that extra support to build the sport. So
like I say, I don't know how we're gonna if they take over where this goes, how they make that a business. Don't know how you generate cash through that unless you're gonna get some TV rights somewhere. I don't know. But like I say, now you've said it. I didn't understand it was a business. It was the England Futsal. I thought it was like the governing body over us.
I thought they took over.
And they're obviously not. They're just a business that run this, and this.
Yeah.
And when they get the league next season, then we'll probably this will be the end of our podcast, and we won't be allowed to talk anymore. So we'll just have to go and do our podcast a little. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we're already struggling to keep this podcast going, aren't we? Because on a Monday, just to give you a bit of context of what we do. So on a Monday we have a league running total from 7 till 8:30. But before that, I run a session across town, which is 6 till 7. But here we start at 3 o'clock. We do an after school club. Then we come and do the video. Then at 6 o'clock we have another turn-up and play session, which is 2 courts next to each other, which has 24 players. But for them 24 out of them 24 spaces, 83 people trying to fight for that in safe places. So we're now using the hour before 5 till 6 to get another 24. So instead of just offering it to 24, we should get 48 now. So if you can imagine, when we look at like the business side of it, 48 kids paying a $5 is a lot more than double what we're doing now. So the business side will take priority, because if we can happen to get to Tier 1, that, go on your good at math, 24 kids at £5, 120 quid a week of 36 weeks. Go.
God, 36, I don't know. don't know, $4,000 or something. Put me on the spot. I'll come back to you next week with that.
That's your tier 1 expenses.
Well,
just in
that might bring us on.
But yeah, Liverpool next. Another massive game. What's the go on? Tell the situation. What's the score with Liverpool?
So I think if we beat Liverpool, that's Liverpool dead and buried. They can't win it.
So how many games have they lost?
3, 4.
But they've lost 4 already.
Yeah, they've lost 4. We've lost 2.
They've got
Birmingham lost 4. Bolton lost 3.
Yeah.
So if we beat Liverpool, that's them done. If Liverpool beat us, they're back in it. So it's all to play for on that one.
Yeah.
So we'll see what team Liverpool bring, how they get on. Don't know.
Yeah.
And then
there won't be a video next week, regardless of the Liverpool score, because you're away, aren't you?
I'm here on the Monday, so we could maybe do one.
Oh, okay.
So I might do one Monday for you, and I'm going away on holiday.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, holiday for a week. Yeah, so we'll see what Liverpool bring. But if we beat Liverpool last week and Bolton lose next week, we could have the party hats on next week.
It won't be official, will it?
Won't be official, but it'll be nearly there. I think it's time to put the party hats on.
Oh, right, okay.
So we're nearly there. We're nearly there. If it all goes in our favour next week,
it's a big week this weekend actually. There's some big games. I pointed to them out this morning. York derby.
Yeah, that's a massive one for Matt. Come on, Matt. Don't let us down, Matt. Counting on you, mate.
Who else is there? Let's have a look. Loughborough Bolton.
Oh yeah, battle for the
3rd and 4th place.
Battle for 3rd and 4th. Wessex will be loving that because they're steaming up the table now.
Who else was there? Ellsbury, Liverpool, Manchester, Bloomsbury. And then bottom of Tier 2 South, Cambridge, Newer. So that is like
that relegation.
Yeah, that's really close. Newham obviously got deducted points. Cambridge, don't know if they've won a game yet, but if they're going to win one, it needs to be this one. Because I believe they are still relegating teams, even though there's 9. So
Tier 3.
So yeah, that's it.
Pitch charges don't matter in Tier 3, by the way.
Yeah, they do. They have to be
30, 15.
Yeah, 35, 15.
Yeah, it's plenty of them.
Yeah, well, we've got any new teams want to get involved, we are having a Zoom over Easter, discussing all the requirements for Tier 3, and we'll be hopefully welcoming teams. I think there's about 8 on it, so I'll be happy to get 4 of those 8, the ones that are ready.
Nice.
But yeah, it's like I say, it's a stronger pathway than ever, I think. 57
yeah,
teams.
we're getting there.
Yeah, get to 75 in 2 years' time. 100 in 5 years' time, 100 teams, that'd be...
Oh, we don't need to say, I forgot to mention Jordan last week.
What's your name?
He comes to me, he was devastated after last week's 2-goal heroics. From the goal, so Jordan apologised.
Oh, you and Jordan? Can you mention it?
Did you
get me in Scotland?
He comes to me last week, he's going back, and he just said, I can't believe he didn't mention me 2 goals, so Jordan did score 2. What was that against?
Yeah, they're open goals.
He did well.
Open goals.
2 sidewinders, buried them like an international keeper show. So Scotland manager, who's the Scotland manager? Is it Cookie? Is Cookie doing them all? So is he just edging his bets?
Well, here's one for you then. So is Cookie committed to England or Ireland?
Well, I've got 1 foot in that camp. 1 foot in that camp. So if they get through, I'm going that way. And if they bomb it and England get through, then I'm going to be a player again. Then maybe that'll open the gates for you, mate.
Maybe open for you. You might get the
I could get it. I'm available, guys. I'm available.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Come on then.
Job done.
Right.
See you next week.
Thank you.